Hi, welcome. I'm Denise and this is my first ever YouTube video. A little bit about me. I am a stay-at-home mum and me and my husband have two amazing little girls who we treasure so much. We also have two mad cats and I am so grateful for my little family. However, my life is a hot mess and it has to end now. I'll put some pictures, if I can, up on the screen of what I used to look like before life got crazy compared to now, and you'll see what I mean. And I'm going to do a little tour and take you around, show you the disaster that is the house at the moment that we're living in, and give you a bit of the backstory as to how this happened and how I'm planning to fix all of this. So here we go. So I'm going to just show you around the house and show you what I'm dealing with and explain a little bit more. So how on earth did I end up in this mess, and why is the house like this, and why am I knackered and can't keep on top of anything? I think the first thing is, since having kids, every single strategy, system and routine that I ever had completely went out the window. I don't know if this is the case for anyone else. I'd be really interested to hear. I had my first baby in COVID and everything was completely nuts at that time. I think, being honest, I had some issues after having my first baby. I fell apart. My anxiety was absolutely through the roof because I wanted to be a great mum and it was really hard. And I feel like I kind of lost myself for a while. And I don't think this is talked about enough. But that's a separate issue, and I might make another video reflecting on that if people are interested. But yeah, essentially, I don't have any help on hand, and our kids aren't in nursery because we want to enjoy the time when they're little because it's so short. And I think after having kids, I never really re-established a status quo. Life was just chaotic, and I just kind of flew by the seat of my pants constantly. Then I'd get to a point where I thought, this isn't working, I need to get some structure. I'd try and implement a system and it just wouldn't work, or it wouldn't last, because I'd always be flexible and try and prioritise my family. So things never really kind of got ingrained. So I think having kids, I never really kind of went back to how I was before having kids. Everyone used to say, you're so organised, and now I'm probably the most disorganised person ever. So yeah, it's quite a contrast. But so I think that's the first thing. I think the second thing is we have too much stuff. You'll see that as you're looking around the house here. We've got stuff from our childhood, myself and my husband, which all seemed to kind of arrive on us to sort out within a couple of years. And we both have a lot and we never really had much time to sort it. And so it kind of got left. And we also hold on to stuff, probably too much. And then having kids, which, they're a huge blessing. We really wanted to stimulate them and give them everything. And I think we got too much, but I think as we saw in the pandemic, things can change and you can be stuck at home for, a long time. So we made sure there were enough things there for them to be entertained and stimulated. And I know I'm probably going to get hate and get nasty comments about how much my kids have, but most of it is secondhand and most of it is hand-me-downs from people we've met. And we're always very grateful for those, even if the kids just use it for a little while, and then we pass it on to someone else. But we have far too much stuff. And I think, I start thinking this is bordering on, when you can't actually use spaces, it's almost like, it's unlivable. And I think the third thing is life circumstances. We have had a really rough few years, well, more than a few years, but, work's been a struggle and we've just had life throw so many things at us. We had to sell our house a little while ago. Our rental that we thought we had bagged fell through last minute, and we ended up literally just putting everything in a storage facility and going to stay in a caravan on a holiday resort just to regroup and plan our next strategy. So we're now in a slightly better situation, but we're still trying to figure out our long-term plan because we're so worried about making another mistake. But meanwhile, our two absolutely massive storage units, which are 120 miles away from us, are killing us financially. So we're kind of running back and forth from storage. Well, my poor husband is the only one who drives. He's doing, all the driving. But we're grabbing stuff and trying to sort through it. But it's really hard. There's just so much. So, yeah, in summary, I'm a huge mess. And I think I've just snapped now because, I'm the one home here. I'm the one responsible for the homemaking. And I feel like I can't even get that sorted. I just need to sort and simplify our lives. I don't want to be a stressed out wife and a stressed out mum all the time. I want my kids and my husband to be able to breathe in their house and use all the rooms. And I want to play and do things with my children without being stressed all the time. So this is my motivation. So what the heck am I going to do is the next question. So my plan of action is, firstly, declutter the house, and then slowly the storage unit. Because at the moment it's not even possible to clean properly. And there's just, you can see the footage. There's stuff everywhere. The second thing is I need a system. I need a planner or a diary or an organizer. I'm forgetting about things. I'm all over the place. And, I've tried to implement things, notebooks, and then I don't use them. So it doesn't work. And I think, just generally I need to simplify everything. Modern life has just become a bit too much for me. I currently have, let me have a look and give you an accurate figure right now. I'm recording this on my phone. I have over 13,000 emails that are unread in my main email. That's not even the only email. I don't check it. I don't even look at it. I'm too scared to look at it. I'm in about 100 WhatsApp groups, and because messages keep pinging, I miss all the actual messages I meant to read. I have like 1 million photos. None of them are backed up, which I was like literally by the book at backing things up before. And I just can't find anything. Like yesterday I was trying to find a recipe that I had saved. I have recipes saved in a hardback, like in an actual folder. I have some on my Facebook videos that are shared. I have on my iPhone photos. I've got a folder that's recipes. And then when I need a recipe that I know I've seen, I don't know where it is. And I spend an hour looking for it. It's just a nonsense. So then my solution was for a little while, I'll just create little WhatsApp groups with just myself in them with topics so I can find stuff. And then I can't remember what I called the group, and then I can't find it. So I'm still looking for things. And, I think this is tied to the diary thing as well. Like when I'm running out of groceries all the time, I'm forgetting things when I get shopping all the time. I'm forgetting that there's a grocery slot even booked and the delivery's arriving. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't actually finish putting all the stuff in that I needed. And then, that's another disaster then on top of everything else. And library books, you forget they're late. It's just become ridiculous, really. All of this stuff. I don't know. Maybe this is just me. But so this is where I am. You can see the footage as I'm walking around. So this is the mission that I'm on. And I thought, what? I've always considered doing YouTube. I thought, let's just get on YouTube. This is going to be an awful video. I've never made a video before, but let's share it, because if I'm struggling with this, there might be someone else who has the same struggles since having kids, having a family, and then you're not alone. Can I say I was super organised. I was super efficient for our kids. Now I'm just a mess. And I don't know if this plan is going to work, but I'm damn sure that I'm going to give it my best shot, because I really want a simpler life for my family. And I sit here watching YouTube videos of other people that have been able to do it. So I need to try. So I guess, if you're interested in content and it's very real and, completely, you can see the state of me. I considered getting, let's do my hair and I thought, let's just keep it real, because that's what I'm presenting. This is the reality of what I'm dealing with. If you want real life footage and, honest opinions about life with kids, and if you're interested in content about organising, decluttering, having a simpler life, and also about kids' activities and home educating, because we're a big fan of home educating, then please subscribe. And also, if you've experienced anything similar, in terms of struggles since having kids, or have any great ideas, please comment below. I would be super interested to hear what has worked for other people. And I think I will stop waffling there, and I'll show you a little bit of footage as well of me trying to sort the kitchen this morning. I'm trying to just do a little bit at a time, and this is just cleaning. It's not even this isn't even, decluttering or actually working on it. It's just trying to maintain a clean space day to day. And it will be a mess in 2 hours probably again. But if you're interested, please subscribe and you will see more honest footage coming very soon. Thanks so much for watching if you got this far. Bye.